Today, I came across a really good article that I want to share with you guys about. It's about horses. Just kidding. It's about AI. How can it not be about AI in this age of AI? But it's also about horses. This is a post by Andy Jones. He was a researcher, an early employee at Anthropic, and he paints the picture so well about what humans are about to face and how scary it is. This is a presentation of a problem for the human race that I don't have a solution to, but the first step is to be aware of the problem. So this is about horses. First, it talks about the steam engine. This is the efficiency of the steam engine throughout the years. It got invented around here, and then it got better and better. This is the horses per capita in the US. Around the 1850s, before the steam engine got too popular, there's about a quarter of a horse, 0.25 horses per person. Um, that's like maybe four homes having one car, maybe somewhere in New York City. It's kind of like that, basically, something like that. So, you know, four four people had one horse, and then it was fine. And then suddenly, no one had horses. Gee, what gives? Well, the steam engine got better, and the car came, and then we didn't need horses. Enough about horses. Chess. Let's talk about chess. As we can see, the red pink line is human progression. Human mental intelligence capacity has kind of, flattened, or it goes really slowly throughout the 10,000 plus years of evolution. It goes up, but it goes up very slowly. And it largely, for a lifetime or two, it seems like it plateaus. For example, here, for 30 years, it kind of is flat. This is human progress, human ability in chess. What about AI ability in chess? Well, look at that. It goes up and to the right and does not stop. So, what does this mean about humans' ability to beat AI at chess? Well, it precipitously drops about when AI gets better at humans than chess. Fair. The progress is actually very slow. Like at in the beginning, basically, when the steam engine is there, and for nearly 100 years, from 1750 to 1850, horses didn't have an issue. The steam engine was around for 100 years, progressing slowly, but the horses didn't have an issue. But the compounding improvement of technology is just that it compounds, it grows exponentially. And so, for example, if humans have a piece of intelligence that's like 1,000 and AI has like two, and then four, and then eight, it could take many days for it to keep doubling and for us to notice that AI is suddenly more intelligent than humans. But when that day happens, it's sudden. It's like going from 250 to 500 to 1,000 to 2,000, and suddenly there are no humans that are as good as AI, at least for chess. Enough about chess. This plot talks about how much we're spending on technology, on generally AI, that has resulted in various amounts of AI. And you can tell that it just keeps on going up. It doesn't stop. Um, and now here is a real life example of AI replacing humans, at least for one job. And this is happening for many jobs, job after job. This is the internally within the Anthropic company, the amount of Q&A answered by humans to new employees. I'm guessing they have some type of a forum, and then once again, the red pink line is humans. So humans are answering a bunch of questions, like per month, like a couple thousand or something like that. It continues, and then they built an AI system. Well, they're building many AI systems, but they turn on this AI system that answers questions about the company itself, like a newbie onboards to the company and asks like, "Hey, um, how do I use the printer?" Maybe as silly as that. In the beginning, you need a human to answer that, or like, "Hey, here's a trick to use that printer," or at least the human needs to write a blog about it. And then AI read that blog, read those answers, and now AI can answer it, and AI gets better and better and better to the point where the amount of human answers went from like 3.5K to 1K. That's a large decrease. And AI answers just keep going up. And now, what does that mean for cost? Like, who would choose the AI answer over the human answer? Well, we all know, regardless of whether we care about too much about what is right or wrong in terms of humans having jobs or not, at the end, we are governed by scarcity. Like we need money and we're gonna pay money for things. We don't have an infinite amount of things, so we're gonna pay money for things that matter to us, and we're gonna pay the least amount of money. We're gonna try to save money. And so, what does it mean to have to save money for a job, for a QA person, a question answer? And here it is. When a human at Anthropic, the author is Andy Jones. This guy, Andy Jones, AI researcher, when he I assume he's he when he's answering questions, this is how much it costs per million words of thought or written. It's pretty high. It's over $10,000. Here is a third world subsistence farmer, a pretty poor fellow. This is how much it costs, for them to come up with things. If they can answer, do QA, maybe they can be trained to do QA. And this, despite Anthropic Claude being one of the most expensive per token AIs, it's still cheaper for it to do QA. Think about that. So we come back to horses. This was peak horsing around, peak horses in the US, 1917-ish. And this is the car coming up. Horses peaked and then dropped off and had a few years, like maybe 20 years of peaking and just being in the limelight and then dropping off precipitously. They had 20 years. And then the author concludes, hoping that we humans, have about 20 years to do some work left, to get some jobs. And then after that, no one knows what's going to happen. Hopefully, AI doesn't kill us all. Hopefully, AI is um, kind. Uh, and hopefully, or alternatively, or together, the government needs to put things in place. Like the government needs to do UBI, Universal Basic Income, or Universal Basic Food, or something like that. Um, because there might be no jobs available at all. And then the government probably needs to sign treaties like nuclear weapon treaties, treating AI as nuclear weapons because AI has the power to destroy vast amounts of humanity. That's what I think. And so we should be careful, we should respect it, and we should be aware of it. Awareness is the first step. Hope you guys found something useful with this. Um, The link to this wonderful little article is at the bottom of the comment section. Thanks.